What's going on, everyone? This is Impulse and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 6. I am back here in my base, which I've been reluctant to do ever since we upgraded to 1.14. But we actually just updated the server again to 1.14.2 pre-release 1. So it's the 0.2 version, the soon-to-be 0.2 version. And they fixed a few things that were pretty important, and also the reason why I stayed away from my base. So in 1.14.1, there was a nasty bug where entities close to chunk borders could potentially disappear, and I was a little afraid I was going to lose things that I wanted to keep. So I didn't come by my base, but I think other people may have come by my base, or at least flew over it or around it, because as I come in here and take a look, we can see I'm missing a dog in a minecart. Yep, and look where it happened to be, right on the chunk border. So confirmed, that was definitely a bug, and hopefully it's fixed. They said it's fixed. We'll keep our eye on things, and hopefully don't have any more things go missing. I'm really afraid to go check out iTrade, but we'll go in here where I keep my villagers, make sure my pufferfish thing still works. Yep, pufferfish detector is still working. Luckily, what is that? What? What is, what? Wait a minute. We need something. I think I know what this is. I might know what this is. I'm assuming we still have villagers in here. Oh, yep, look at this. They're the new ones. Okay, excellent. And they're supposed to keep their trades that they've already been traded with. So great. I'm going to buy a cake. Now, the problem that we're going to have is he's going to lock up and not reset because he doesn't have an actual workstation. So yeah, we need to get him, let's see, farmer would be a composter. Now the question is, if I put it right here, is it gonna actually work? Because last I checked, that was like too close for them to recognize. It had to be more than a block away, and I don't really wanna have to create that space in between these guys. I'd like to put their workstations right in front of them if possible, or even behind them to kind of hide it. So I need to check that out. There's a lot we need to look into, but first, I gotta see what this is about. Oh my goodness. It might just be that because today is the 10-year anniversary of Minecraft, which obviously this is going out in the future, so it would have been a few days ago for you by now if you're watching it. Anyway, magic of video creation. Today, as of this recording, 10-year anniversary of Minecraft, and look at what we get. That is super cool. I had no idea this was a thing. I gotta do something about this. I need to like tweet it out or something. That definitely deserves to be a picture, right? Yeah. Very cool. I had not heard anything about that. I'm gonna have to post that to the other hermits as well. They're probably gonna think it's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, let's take a look here. So we got a little baby villager. I'm not sure how that would have happened since the villager breeder and iron farm should be broken up top. So that's another thing we're going to have to address, of course, at some point. So lots of things to address here, like I said, in 1.14. But let's see if we've lost any villagers. So we had this guy. I must have shoved him in here and not traded with him. So he lost his profession, and now he's professionless, and he's just gonna shake his head and say, no, I don't want to trade until we get something in here. We got this guy who's sunken in. What's kind of cool is, so obviously all these guys are librarians. It looks to me like they still have the same trades, and that's supposed to be that way. Feather Falling 4. If I had their trades memorized, you know, if we go to iTrade, they're all labeled, so we'll know for sure. But they were supposed to keep their trades, and it looks like they did, just by looking at the order of everything and kind of semi-remember, I guess. Efficiency 5. Ooh, expensive though. What's nice is the farmers. They all looked the same before. They all just had this brown coat. Oh, the clerics look kind of funny when you're just looking from the shoulders up. But yeah, they're still here. And yeah, the farmers now, you can see these are guys that have crops and stuff. And then when we go to this one, you can see he's a little different. Before, you couldn't tell the difference. So we got our Fletcher here, And another farmer, right? And what else do we have in here? Is this another Fletcher? Yeah, I thought we had even another style. Yeah, here we go. Fisherman. So you can see his hat is a bit different. So we can tell. Yeah, there's a fisherman again. You can tell the difference between the farmer and the fisherman. So that's kind of cool. They were able to easily identify the different guys, and we can give some of these guys new professions, it looks like, if I hadn't traded with them already. So that's great. All right, good. So far, so good. I don't see any empty spots other than these ones, which you can see aren't barricaded up. So I don't think we actually lost any villagers, at least here. Like I said, I'm afraid to go to iTrade. But anyway, all right, that's enough talking about that. What I want to talk about now is the fact that I've been harvesting bamboo like a boss in between videos. I got that's 8. I can count. 8 shulker boxes full, well, which would be 4 double chests, by the way, full of bamboo. And now I can afford to go create a store, a shop that's going to sell this stuff. But first, I thought we could check it out. I need to get a good idea of how much I want to, charge people for this. I've already been getting a few hermits asking if I'm selling this yet. So yeah, people are obviously a little anxious for it. Let's see, where can we do this? Let's just do this. Yeah, we'll just do it right here. So I want to check out scaffolding because I don't know anything about it. I know that you can walk through it and then you can jump on it, right? So now I'm up on top of it. Let's see, F5, yeah. There we go. And now let's go back to F5. If I hold shift, I should go down. Yeah. If I hold space, I go up. So it's kind of like I'm in a ladder almost, right? Except, yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. So if I got to go out of F5. If I stack another one, oh, that put it next to it. Oh, it's just put it in next to it. If I want to put it on top, do I need to hold shift? Yep. So I jump and I hold shift. Otherwise it just kind of goes out in the direction you're looking at. Okay, but if you jump and hold shift when you jump, or if you hold shift at all, it kind of builds up. Okay, and these are insta-break, right? Even with fists? Okay, great. So we're learning. I know, I probably should have learned these during the snapshots, but I didn't. I actually wanted to hold out on checking out some of this stuff for the snapshots. So if we do that, right, places it in the, now we hold shift from here, it's gonna build up, right? Yeah, holding shift builds up, and then we can go up to the highest it'll let us, and then do that. Ooh, that one went like on an upper block, it looks like. See that? That's interesting. Oh, we come down a little bit. These are a little awkward. So if we wanted to actually go out on this, I fell. How are they? They're like on the top part of the block. Okay. I would have expected it to be underneath. Interesting. All right, so this is going to take some getting used to and playing around with, but I got a feeling it's going to end up being pretty cool. So let's see. Now, how come I can't place one going out that way? Yeah, and what I want to do is try to get, going through here, right? So if we break that, now we're on top of this guy, and we can continue to go out. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, that works great. There we go. All right, yeah, getting the hang of it. This stuff is pretty cool. I could definitely see how it could be useful. Okay, and at this point, now we've reached the point to where we can't go any more out, right, on its own. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 it'll go, and then it needs kind of a new standing pillar in order to support itself. So we should be able to go out another 6 if I had more. And then if we break it down, do they all break down or just to a certain point? Yeah, and then we got to break this one and it'll break the rest. Okay, cool. Very nice. All right, so we've played a bit with the scaffolding. I'm gonna head on over to the mall because, like I said, people are waiting to buy this stuff, and I don't want to make them wait anymore because I feel like I might be losing out on diamonds. So let's go set up a shop in the mall and start selling this stuff. All right, so I don't think there's any mistaking what this shop is for. We've got the scaffolding kind of all around the place, a couple bamboo planted as well that grew almost all the way up. I guess this one, oh, there it goes. Thanks for doing that. Nailed that timing. And yeah, a bunch of chests here. So I think I'll do one chest, one row here will be just straight bamboo, and the other ones will be scaffolding, and quite a bit here to give us some space to stock up. But it is kind of looking rather bland, I would say. We definitely need some sort of sign that says what's what, and maybe kind of signify the prices and things like that, which I haven't even began to think of how much we're gonna sell bamboo bamboo and scaffolding for. But yeah, first I wanted to add a little something to kind of break up the scaffolding look just a bit. So I started thinking about, I started looking around and seeing, banners are a good idea maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space to do the words, because bamboozled is a pretty long word, and I think that's still what we're gonna go with. So I'm not going to do that, but I thought, well, let's try the banners thing. And I started trying to craft the banner, and I was very confused because, yeah, this no longer works, right? So I then remembered, oh yeah, 1.14, we have these new things called a loom. So let's try this out. I don't know how this works. We're gonna learn together. But what I need to do is craft, I wanna craft something that looks like bamboo. So I was actually sent a creation pattern a while back from Song Studios, if I get that right, Song Studios on Twitter. And let's see if we can replicate this now with the loom. It's gonna be a little bit different. So the first step was to do like a brick pattern, I think. Yeah, because you would add bricks to it. So if we get that, okay, so we have that now. And then the next step was to do another brick pattern, but make it with the lime dye. Do I have any more? Okay, good. And we'll do it with the lime dye now, kind of give it that lighter color. And this is kind of cool because before you'd have to use bricks and things like that in here, and now you can just pick from this, I guess, which is kind of cool. All right, so hopefully we're doing this right. And if we take this guy out now, let's see what happens. I got a feeling we're actually doing this completely wrong. And now we need to, what before would have been light blue dye. Let's see if we put it here. I'm not sure where we actually put this now to make this happen, but it was kind of up on both sides at the top, kind of. So what would that equate to here? Something like that. What actually would result in this here? I don't even know. It was kind of like outside lines. Maybe that and that. This is actually pretty difficult here to figure out. Let's see. Nope. It is pretty cool though that you can kind of get an idea of what you're in for when you do this. I'm going to completely mess this up now. I had a feeling I was going to struggle with this loom. If I was to put dies at the top left 2 squares and the top right 2 squares, I assumed it would have been something like that, but maybe it's actually more like this? I'm not sure. This looks kind of cool too. I don't know, maybe this is the way to go, because you kind of, yeah, starting to see it. Okay, we're gonna wing it now because I can't really follow the exact pattern, but let's do this. Let's give it like a border, and if we did that, that's pretty thick though. I don't know if we like it to be that thick, so let's stick with what we got here, and then try to make something on the bottom. It went like this. Where's the bottom one? Maybe that? Okay, that's good. And then finally, this is nice. You use a lot less dye and stuff, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what that was about. Let's see. Nope, definitely don't want that one. What if we did something like, no. I'm a little confused on this one. Let's see. That one? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't think we needed that previous step, but this kind of looks like bamboo, right? With like the blue background behind it. So I think that'll work. Bamboo's typically on grass though. Like the bamboo that I'm using is on grass, so maybe we should have used that instead. Yeah, that I think looks pretty good. Let's go with that. I wish that the green wasn't half. I wish it was down lower, but I don't know if there's a way for us to get that. Oh! Ooh, I might like that. That's actually pretty nice. Is there another way? Can you click these like twice? Like what if I add more in? Does that do anything? No. Okay, oops. All right. I kind of like this one though. Let's see what that does. Nope, opposite. Yeah, let's take this. I think this banner definitely looks good. It looks like we're on like some grass with some dirt maybe. Yeah, that works. Pretty cool. Okay, and now what happens if we want to? How do we replicate the banner now? It doesn't seem to be a way to replicate it. I need to get these, right? What were these things called? and then make it, it would basically take a copy of this pattern, and then, yeah. Okay, I gotta look into this real quick and figure this out. All right, so apparently you don't copy banners in the loom. You do it the old school way, and you gotta have the same base color banner, which we started with lime, as it says here. So let's see, if we put that in there, do we get 2 banners out of it? There we go, we get that one, plus we can take that back out of it, and we have our 2 banners. So let's go hang these up and see how they look. Let's see, where do we wanna hang them? Probably not floor level. Maybe 1 up. Let's see. Can you hang banners on scaffolding though? Oh, you cannot. Interesting. Okay. So what are we gonna do now, people? I guess that was really gonna be nice if we could. I do kind of like that you can see the bamboo through there, but we may just have to do something like this, I guess. On the sides there, I guess that works. It's not really what I wanted, but yeah, apparently you cannot hang scaffolding or banners on scaffolding. So we're learning lots of stuff today, which is good because yeah, my 114 knowledge is very lacking, and you can see by the chat that we are getting pushed for the scaffolding shop to be done. So let's go ahead and stock this thing and get some prices on it, and then I'll tell Azuma he can feel free to come by. All right, there we go. I've got it stocked up now. The bamboo is, of course, all the way stocked, and I was only able to really do a double chest of the scaffolding plus a little bit, and I decided to go super cheap with this. I feel like if I made it a little more expensive, I probably could have still sold some, but may have started to get other people on the server thinking they needed to start their own bamboo farm or something, because it is pretty simple, as you saw, to set these up. So by keeping it cheap, hopefully that just keeps me being the sole proprietor of the bamboo business, and we'll be able to make more diamonds in the long run. Hopefully that strategy works. I'm not the best at the marketing side of the whole shopping experience, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm already getting asked about it again, and I think Azuma's probably gonna stop by. I've been trying to figure out, I need to put a sign somewhere saying the name of the shop, and I think what I'm gonna have to do is basically just put it right here. So maybe we should grab like a lighting block and put that on the ground. Will I be able to put a sign on top of a sea lantern? That's a good question. That's something I should probably know. Let's find out. Because, yeah, keep it nice and lit in here. And, yep, we can. Okay, so we can say, welcome to Bamboozled. All right. That's it. I guess that's all we need to keep it simple. All right, there we go. So yeah, because we couldn't put it up against the scaffolding. It won't let you attach anything to it, which I guess makes sense considering one punch and it all comes crumbling down. So there we go, Bamboozled. We got it all stocked up, and we'll just step back now and wait for the Hermits to come on in and make some purchases. All right, so I've just arrived back at our new village in the 114 lands, and look at what I see immediately. We've got a wandering trader walking around selling coral blocks. Pretty cool. This is the first one I've seen, you know, in person in 114, so that's pretty neat. I think he's just gonna despawn right after like 40 minutes or something like that. So so yeah, I don't know. I probably should trade with them when I get some coral, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to touch them. We'll see if anybody else discovers them. But look at this place. It is already hopping here. We've got an RV moved in. I wonder if this is Ren Bob, right? The hippie Ren Bob, or maybe it is Doc, and he's got his little house here, and he's got his villager. I don't know if I explained it really well in the last episode, but basically what we're doing is we're taking this village over. Basically, we're adopting our own villager that we're gonna have to keep alive and things like that, and we're gonna expand the village a bit and, you know, make it look nice and things like that. So you can see we've already got some people redecorating their little huts here, even went like modern style with it as well. So we're gonna have a bit of a hodgepodge little city developing here, and we're gonna sprawl it out and really make it alive with the population and stuff like that. And obviously it's attracting wandering villagers already. So let's see over here. I believe was my little house here, and oh, this is False's home. Okay, cool. So False has made this RV. Oh, look at that. Look at the new details we can get with some of these blocks, like the blast furnace. Look at that detail that added. That is cool, and I'm looking forward to using these new lanterns as well as she's placed around here. This was her initial house, and this was mine. Let's make sure my adopted villager's in here still. And it looks like, yes, and somebody put the grindstone inside. So you guys were kind enough to let me know that the reason why he had lost his eye patch was actually because he no longer was able to get to his workstation, which was the grindstone. And I think you can kind of hear it working. So he's got his eye patch back, he's got his grindstone in here, and these are really cool. So if I wanted to, you know, take the enchantments off of this thing, which I'm not going to do, I can, and I get some XP for that, which this would be really nice to have one of these at the gold farm, so you can kind of just enchant books over and over again and get, you know, if you don't like what you get, you just disenchant it, get some XP out of it, get the book back, and you can continue that process over and over again until you get the books you want. So as soon as I saw this come out, my first thought was put one at the gold farm. Let's see what this guy is. He's an actual weaponsmith, huh? And yeah, I haven't done any trades with him. I don't know if I have any coal with me or anything, but I was just kind of curious what he actually was. It makes sense, weaponsmith. He would use the grindstone to make weapons and stuff. So we'll have to, he's ours. I should name tag him. Let's see if we have anything named him. This is like the tightest little house ever we are in, so obviously I need to expand this thing. Let me see if I have a name tag in here. I do, and it's called Bullseye. I also will need a, where do we have some iron? I guess it'd be a white box, that makes sense. We'll get a, I'm just gonna put stuff up here. We're gonna get, he's trying to get up here. He really wants to be on top of this grindstone. You kind of crowd me there, buddy. You kind of crowd me. Oh, all right, and we're gonna need a crafting table, of course. I did not come that prepared for this. I just kind of thought of it as we got here, that I need to name this guy so people know it's mine in case some reason he's out wandering around. Oh my goodness, but he's definitely up in my business right now. And okay, good, we had a crafting table already in here. Very tight squeeze. All right, let's make an anvil real quick. And actually, I needed 3 iron blocks for that. And then we'll get him named. I'll just call him, what should I call him? I'll call him Impulse Jr. How about that? I guess that works. All right. He's like our son, I suppose, Impulse Jr. All right, we'll treat him like such. All right, so if I shift, there we go, we can do that. That used to be a problem naming villagers. Now it is easy peasy like that. But yeah, let's not leave this stuff in here. It's just too cramped as it is. So give me that back. And of course my valuables one I definitely don't want to lose, that's for sure. Okay, and let's take another look outside, trying to get an idea of, you know, what else we can do to this place, how much area we have, and I need to give this guy some room to roam. As you can see, he's having a hard time in there. He's sick, probably sick of being bottled up like that. So it looks like if we step back, False has kind of taken this space, which is great because I still have all this space over here. Whoa! Oh, geez. Okay. Oh. That was pretty scary. I'm gonna have to talk to her and see if that's how she wants to do it. If we're just gonna split this path here, and then if I can have kind of all this space over here to expand my house out and do some building with it, that would be great. I'd be absolutely happy with that. That's perfect amount of space for me. So yeah, I'll talk to her, and maybe next time we can start to work on that. But for the day, that's all I have time for, and I'm just happy to get that Bamboozled shop up and running so that Hermits can start buying bamboo and scaffolding, and I can make some diamonds out of it because they have been asking and asking and asking when it was going to be ready. So obviously there's demand for it, which is nice. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.